Thanks for staying with us. We're just getting to what is really critical testimony from this witness, an off-duty sheriff's deputy named Alan Hamilton. Just setting the scene for the jury that the shot was just fired. He goes up to Curtis Reeves, who is sitting down, and his pistol's on his left knee. Let's go back in and watch.
Shot sound like?
Yes, sir.
All right. And through your law enforcement experience, you have some training as far as firearm safety.
Yes, sir.
And one of the rules is don't put anything in front of your muzzle you don't want to destroy, right?
I'm going to object. It's
okay.
Continuous. I'm trying not to object, but it's...
Would you agree or disagree with me that one of the rules is don't put your hand in front of the muzzle if you don't want to destroy it?
Just the same objection. You
no.
say it two different ways, the same way.
No.
Rephrase. Thank you.
Can you tell us whether or not you have been taught that do not put your hand in front of the muzzle?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what happens if the gun fires and your hand's in front of the muzzle?
You're going to get shot in the hand.
All right. Now, having said that, while you're watching the event for the very first time, all right, did you ever see Mr. Reeves with his hand out and Mr. Olson chest almost on his hand and Mr. Reeves going, whoa, 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 or no, no, no?
No, sir. No. Not at all.
When you're walking towards Mr. Reeves after the shooting, what are your thoughts as you're walking up knowing that there's a gentleman there, Mr. Reeves, that has a firearm on his knees? What are your thoughts?
On relevancy.
Okay, we got an objection there. I think the basis was relevance, if my ears were serving me correctly. I thought that is what the response from defense counsel was. The question was about this witness's thoughts. I want to bring in my guest standing by for another question that I was just thinking about. This attorney using that single chair to do these demonstrations. I was just saying to my team in the control room that I would object to that if I were on the other side of this, saying that that single chair doesn't accurately depict where everybody was sitting that day because they were in rows in a theater. There were other seats beside that one, and the way counsel's stepping over it, sitting on it, I would object. That's what I would do. We have with us Atlanta Magistrate Court Judge, Criminal Defense Attorney, former prosecutor Kimberly Bando, and Minneapolis, Minnesota Criminal Defense Attorney, former prosecutor, former CIA agent Jack Rice. Really quickly here, Judge Kimberly, what do you think about that? Should the other side be objecting to this?
Absolutely, and as the prosecutor, I would keep using it until he told me to stop.
Right. And if you were the judge here, if you got that objection, how would you rule, Judge?
I'd tell him to stop unless he had a row of seats to put up there.
Yep. Thank you kindly. Let's watch.
Yes, sir.
All right. Why were you doing that?
Just to try to find who was at the other end of that firearm.
Tell us whether or not there were any other people seated in seats as you walked.
Yes, sir. There was an elderly couple that was seated obviously to my right as I walked that way, and then next would have been Mr. Reeves and his wife.
Once you got to where Mr. Reeves was, what was your next action?
I reached down and, I observed a firearm on his left knee. I reached down and grabbed the firearm.
As you walked up to him, were your eyes looking towards him sufficiently so that you could see his entire body?
Yes, sir.
What, if anything, did you notice about his eyeglasses?
They were on his face.
Normal or obscured?
Normal. Yes, sir.
While you walked up, did you see any body movement with his hands towards his face as he walked up?
Yes, sir. He leaned back and pushed his glasses up above his head.
Okay, is that when you got to it?
Sir, yes, sir.
All right, so let's talk about that. Once you got up there, we're going to jump just a little bit out of order, but you said he did that. What did Mr. Reeves say to you when you, as you demonstrated, he was pushing up his glasses?
He said he thought he had something in his eye.
Something in his eye?
In his eye, yes, sir.
And show us again, what did he do with his glasses?
He pushed his glasses up on his forehead, you know, to be basically, I guess, at my level, to where I could see something in his eye.
And did you look in that direction while his glasses were up?
Sure, yes, sir.
And tell us whether or not visually you were able to see anything.
No, sir.
Okay. What happened after the glasses were up?
No.
Okay, did he put them back down?
Sure.
Okay, thanks. All right. Now let's get back to securing the firearm. Did you in fact secure the firearm?
Yes, sir.
Did you tell Mr. Reeves anything before you retrieved the firearm from his knee?
No, sir.
All right. Do you know whether or not Mr. Reeves knew at that point you were law enforcement?
I identified myself as a law enforcement officer, yes, sir.
All right. Once you took the firearm, what did you do with it?
I placed it in my pocket.
Okay. Did Mr. Reeves do anything to object to you receiving it?
No, sir.
At that point, how would you describe his cooperation?
He was cooperative.
How long were you with Mr. Reeves until law enforcement responded to the theater?
I don't know, 20 minutes, so.
During that time, where was the firearm?
It's in my back pocket.
Approach, Your Honor. Let me show you what's been marked for identification as State's Exhibit Y. Do you recognize that photograph?
Yes, sir.
And what is it?
That's a 380 Kel-Tec.
All right. And can you tell us whether or not that's the firearm you took off from Mr. Reeves?
Yes, sir.
All right. Your Honor, at this time, I've moved State's Exhibit Y into evidence as State's Exhibit number 20.
Any objection?
No objection.
May I
It'll
just
be
briefly
admitted.
publish to the jury?
You may.
We're going to take this time period, this 20 minutes, while law enforcement, several different topics, okay?
Okay.
Topic number one is the location of Mrs. Olson. During that time period, were you aware of where she was?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where was she?
She was just to Mr. Olson's right.
Talking about after the shooting.
She was one or two seats separated from him.
Okay. Once you got up there and retrieved the firearm, do you know the location of Mrs. Olson?
Mrs. Olson? No, sir.
Okay. While you're standing there with Mr. Reeves, describe to us the actions of the other patrons in a general fashion. What was occurring right after this shooting as far as the other patrons?
Some of them left the area. Some were trying to perform CPR on Mr. Olson.
From your location of standing there with Mr. Reeves, did that location provide you an opportunity to see Mr. Olson where he was?
No, sir.
All right. Could you see the patrons there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I need to take you back just a little bit. Before you get the firearm, you're walking forward. Do you see Mr. Olson after he shot?
Yes, sir.
As you walk towards Mr. Reeves, do you hear anything that Mr. Olson says?
Yes, sir.
What do you hear him say?
Can't believe he shot me.
You are not going to miss a moment of this. We're going to hit the pause button. We just have to squeeze in a break because we're nearing the top of the hour. I want to say a big thank you to attorney Jack Rice for coming on the program today, and a big thank you to you at home for tuning in. We'll be right back with more live coverage after this.